provided the information that that study is appropriate, please.
We've actually covered the topic of health studies, and we've heard very clearly.
You haven't covered anything yet.
We've heard very clearly the desire for established studies and credible studies to be provided to you. Kevin's addressed it. Kevin's going to address it.
Just in terms of the studies that we've looked at in the ministry a range of studies, and again have based our proposals on noise, the 40 decibel limit, along with, as I've mentioned, and I think this is new, not only for Ontario, where I'm certain it's new, but also for Canada. Certainly I'm not aware of any other jurisdiction in the world where we're looking at performance monitoring and addressing low frequency noise and vibration.
Sorry, I'm sorry, sir, you're not answering my question.
And in terms of any future research, we are funding a research share at a university and are open to any comments that you'd like to make about how that could be used.
Sir, I have provided comments in the past, and they have been ignored. For example, sir, the comment was provided that the MOE went outside their own guidelines to approve the Enbridge wind turbine array south of town here. They have a guideline which said they must use the ISO spec 9613-2, and they did not use it. That was told to them, and they did not use it, sir. They're not using their own specs. I'm sorry.
Thank you for your comments. For those of you who can't make out what I'm writing up here, the thing that I've re-emphasized in red and asterisk is the clear demand we're hearing for published references to credible health studies. So we've covered that topic.
The Minister of Health invited to the next 2 meetings. Ask the Minister, a representative from the Ministry of Health. These are all questions.
Thank you. May I have your name and question, please?
My name is Sandy McLeod. I'm from Ripley. I represent the Ripley group. My question is, and I saw on your introductory presentation stated that existing wind complexes were used to set parameters for the new regulations. Can you list the complexes that you studied in order to determine the new regulations, please? That's my first question. It was stated very clearly that existing wind complexes were used to set parameters. Can you please name those complexes?
He's looking for those.
In answering your question, I can't say that it was a particular area that we used. If you have a look at the background here, what we looked at were common features of various current existing processes.
Could you please name the ones that were studied, please?
I have a list. If you have a look at the background here, I have a list of the types of things that we looked at, such as wind farm project layouts, wind turbine size and hub heights, rural settings with relatively flat terrain, typical ground surface, 2-story dwellings.
Okay, thank you. I can see that's not going to get an answer. Okay, next question. Oh, hello. Next question. What are the new protocols to protect those in existing wind complexes, since these complexes were used to determine the new settings? What are you going to do now that you've used those complexes and their parameters to set new guidelines? What are you going to do for the ones that are causing health problems in the old complexes? I mean, you use us, or some of us, in order to determine the new regulations, and we want to know what you're going to do for us. We've been 18 months trying to get our problems fixed.
Yeah, my name is Rick Chappell. I'm the district manager with the Sound office.
Hi, Rick.
The issues that with Ministry of Environment, it's a complaint-driven process. So any issues that are called into the district office or through our Spills Action Center are addressed with the local environmental officer assigned to that area. Then what we do is we raise these issues with the proponents, and we ensure that they have mitigation strategies in place to address these issues. Health-related concerns also we have run in the public health units as well within the discussions around health issues.
Okay, my question again, Rick, thank you for that because I've chatted with you often, is what are you going to do for the existing ones? I know you said you had proposals, but we still have not got our problems solved, so I'd like to know what the listing of things are because I know you had a meeting just a few weeks ago and we haven't even got a report back from that meeting. So what's the protocol? We don't even know what the protocol is.
So specifically to the wind farm, Sandy, we have asked in February for the proponents to complete a comprehensive study to look at noise levels.
Sorry, I understand that. You already got the study results back.
No, we haven't got the study results back yet. The proponent, we haven't met with them. We met with them in May. They had started the analysis of the information, but they haven't completed that. We followed up with them today to see what the status is, and we expect that within the next couple of weeks they will be talking to the stakeholders to provide feedback with that study.
Okay, again, what is the minister going to do to ensure that our health is looked after?
From a health perspective, again, we brought in the public health unit building, public health units, and made them aware of any health-related issues that have been raised locally. As Kevin had mentioned as well, the academic research unit will be established as well as the health-related.
Oh, okay. As far I just have 2 more questions. With regard to the research chair, I do not find it acceptable that it has anything to do with the ministry. It should be something with a third party. Okay. Okay, last 2 questions. What is the mandatory vigilance protocol where proponents are obligated by law to report and investigate all issues that are reported by participating and non-participating residents? What is the mandatory vigilance protocol? And when will that protocol be established? This is by law. What is the mandatory vigilance protocol where proponents are obligated by law to report and investigate all issues that are reported by participating and non-participating residents? And when is that going to be, protocol for that going to be established?
Any issue that is identified either locally within the office or through the Skills Action Center is sent to the local office to look into. And again, we talk to the proponents to see what they have in place to mitigate those issues.
What does the ministry have as mandatory vigilance protocol?
We respond to any complaint that comes in through the local office or through the Skills Action Center.
And will there be vigilance? Will there be vigilance for long-term due to many unanswered questions of health of unborn and children, etc.? Is there a long-term vigilance protocol being set?
I think he's addressed the question on long-term. Thank you. If we could,
So if somebody has got an unborn and has been severely affected.
Sandy, thank you for your comments. We can have the next question.
Thanks for your answer.